Bring Kristi in now. Today they also, if you were counting, said 3 years of this drought. We continue to deal with it.
Yeah, it's really exceptional indeed. So, Chris, I thought I would show you the drought code map as of just yesterday, and this was what the BC Wildfire Service was showing us in the presser today. The drought code really indicates that deep layer drought, and we're not actually doing too badly here across the south coast. You can see greens and blues in a few areas in the Columbia area as well, but overall across the province, we still have that really deep layer drought, and as you mentioned, it's really that northeastern BC area that we're really concerned about as we head into the fall, considering we are in general still expecting above average temperatures and likely below average precipitation. I want to show you this map from the BC Wildfire Service. It's the area burned in the Prince George Fire Centre, and the orange and reds are this year and last year, and that actually equates to 10% of the total area in the BC Prince George Fire Centre area. And the areas in grey that you see here are the amount of area burned over the last 60 years. So we have far surpassed the amount of area burned just in the last 2 years compared to what we've seen in the entire 60 years. So it really gives you a good indication of how dry conditions are right now, especially in that northeastern portion, and the impact of climate change. Today, though, we saw a nice clearing across our region as that moisture shifted out. But thankfully, not a big increase in temperature in the north, but we certainly saw that across the south. That was because of the rainfall that has shifted out of the region with that clearing trend. Tomorrow, though, some cloud cover for northern regions and certainly along the coast. We will be dry in the morning for Metro Vancouver, but the rainfall will shift in by the afternoon. So we're expecting a wet end to our Friday, and we'll likely continue to see a few scattered showers into our Saturday also. In the meantime, for those of you in the interior, dry conditions, but you will see increasing cloud later on. For these areas here, again, mostly dry in the morning. The rainfall will develop in the morning across Vancouver Island and for our region here in the afternoon. A high of only 17 degrees, though. It is certainly going to feel cool and a little unsettled on Saturday, but much more scattered on Saturday with possible breaks. It looks like it will be brighter, though, on Sunday. Chris, back to you.
Yeah, at least for part of the weekend.
Yeah.
That's all good. Thanks very much, Kristi. 3 years of drought-type weather, although some parts of the province are doing better than others. Here's Kristi with a look at the map.
Thanks, Chris. This is one of the key maps that the BC Wildfire Service looks at, and it's the drought code, which is that deep layer drought that they're concerned about. So this is where we sit as of just yesterday, and generally across the province, you can see a lot of orange, which indicates that deep layer drought that you're talking about. But there are a few key areas, in particular the south coast and the Columbia region, touching down into the Kootenay area, that aren't doing too badly. Compared to last year, we're doing a little bit better, which is good news. But as you mentioned, overall, the trend over the next little while will be for above average temperatures and potentially below average precipitation. That's in general over the fall months. Now, I wanted to show you this map. This is another one that they showed us, which is the area burned in Prince George Fire Centre. This is just looking at the Prince George Fire Centre, and these are the oranges and reds of the burned areas from this year and last year, and it amounts to 10% of the entire Prince George Fire Centre. And when you compare that to the amount that has been burned over the last 60 years, which is highlighted in the gray color, it far surpasses that, which is exceptional indeed. Gives us an indication of the climate that we're seeing change across the region, as well as the excessive fire activity that area has seen, considering the drought that they're dealing with right now. Now, we've had an increase in temperature in the interior regions compared to yesterday. It was much cooler in the interior because of the rainfall, but that's the only area that's seen an increase. Many areas across the south coast are still below seasonal for this time of year, and we're going to remain cooler. There's the rainfall that's going to shift in tomorrow morning. Dry still for Metro Vancouver, but by the afternoon we'll see the rainfall shift in, and that takes us into our Saturday with still scattered showers. A little bit more break in the action on Saturday with some sort of breaks of blue sky, but we still have a chance of showers throughout the day. So unsettled indeed, not yet pushing into the interior regions tomorrow, but we will see that certainly across the south coast, and for Metro Vancouver it's mostly in the afternoon hours. But a high of only 17 degrees. Boy, that's going to feel a little chilly. We're expecting a chance of showers still on Saturday, but a nice little break on Sunday. It was sort of split the weekend in half. Tonight, Central Windows weather window is coming to you from Furry Creek, looking out to Howe Sound there. And this is from Rose Murray. And look, there's still some flowers in the foreground there. Thanks to Rose for that one.
Very pretty. Okay, Squire's here with a look ahead to sports, football and footy on the agenda.
Yes, actually, somebody was in town today.
That view out there to the water. Very
nice.
Cool that they're repurposing that.
Yeah.
Okay, we had some news today about the wildfire situation. There's still a lot of dryness in the province, but cooler for us down here in the Lower Mainland.
Yeah, and that's what we'll see sort of on and off for the next few, next few days anyways. But it's certainly important that everyone remains super vigilant. The BC Wildfire Service did say that as we head into the fall months, the number of fires because of lightning goes down, but the number of fires because human-caused fires usually stays the same. So
We'll get that campfire going if you're out there camping in the fall, for sure, but be very careful. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.